guys, today welcome to Porsche Mechanics. Later I will be helping Daddy with his Porsche. Now I'm not going to do it with this because this is for engines and I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, later we're going to help Daddy with his Porsche 911. Bye.
Take two.
Hi guys, welcome to Porsche Mechanics. Later we are going to be helping my daddy with his Porsche 911. Now I'm not going to be using this because this is for engines and we're not going to play with engines because they're dangerous. So anyway, we'll get on with that later and see you soon. Bye!
What do you think of Daddy's car?
I just said goodbye, Daddy, but still. It's a blue, roofy and shiny.
Lovely.
Weird. Bye!
Welcome back, and now we are going to attempt to refit the exhaust tips. I have one here that I prepared earlier. Now, I might have stated in an earlier video that this nut on here, I can't show you, hang on. This nut here would normally be captive on the bracket, but I had to cut mine out. So I was going to get new ones welded in, but didn't get round to doing it. But what I was able to do is I've used a M8 bolt, and I was able to, this is very difficult to show you, hang on. I was able to there's two like raised flanges here and on the other side. Now I was able to press those in, tap them in with a screwdriver and a chisel and close them up on the nut. So what's going to happen is when I do it, the nut won't actually come out of there because it's being held in by these. But when I tighten it up underneath the car, it's going to pull it down tight into the crevice and hopefully captivate it so that I will be able to tighten it up nice and good and proper. Woohoo! Who knows? Let's try it out. Something else I'd like to point out is there is a ring which you're probably familiar with, like this one here. My one has a crack in it, which you might be able to make out there. It's on its last legs. So I have actually tried to refit it and I was successful, and can't believe that I took it all off again to show you in a video. But still, that's what we do. Right, what you want to try and do is leave it so that I've cleaned all the faces up as best I can, and I've made sure that I've opened the gap here a little bit with a screwdriver to create as much space as possible in there. Now, if this goes horribly wrong, I apologise. I'm going to try and do exactly what I did about 5-10 minutes ago. I just can't give you a better view at the moment than that, I don't think. Okay. Now, what I'm aiming for is this clamp is sitting literally proud of the exhaust tailpipe itself. And then I'm going to try and locate it over the top like that, making sure, because mine's damaged, you know, it's heat and age and God knows what else at the end of the day. And then I'm going to whittle it on. I'm just going to have a quick look down the tailpipe, and what do you know, it's not gone on the same way as it did the last time. Right, I'll pull it off again. Maybe I did it the other way around, I can't remember now. I'm going to just put the ring now inside the tailpipe, like that. So I've now situated the ring inside. This is going to be an interesting video, I can tell. I wish I'd left it on there now. Now the ring has completely sheared off. So I'm going to put it in. It says, where is it? I've lost it. That's it. I'm going to put it in. For now, with half the ring. Okay, just to get a load. Oh, bollocks. Camera fell over. Right. Okay. Yeah, let's. Right, we've recovered. We're back. I've taken it all off again. So what we now have, for purpose of the video, is we now have 2 pieces of ring. And what I'm going to do is I can still use it. In actual fact, it might make things a little bit easier, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert the large piece of the ring at the top inside the tail tip itself. Now I'm trying to show you if I can. Okay, that needs to go like that. So yeah, basically now what we've got is I've put the ring inside, half the ring. It's literally almost 50-50. So I've got half the ring sitting inside the tail tip, and I am now going to fit that onto the exhaust pipe. When I find out where the hole is, there we go. Wire, la la la. Right, okay. We need to do something like that. There you go. Right, I'm just going to get a look inside to see what exactly we're faced with. Right, okay. Fiddly little number. But I'm just going to try something else here. Right, okay, I did it the other way around. Sorry, I put the half bit of the ring on the tailpipe itself. So now what I've got, it's on and it's located, right? They are a loose fit anyway until you do start to nick them up. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert the broken piece, the remaining piece of the tail tip, underneath. I'll try and show you in a minute exactly how I do this. That's it. Right, now if I can show you, I'll show you underneath. Let me see if I can show you inside. Okay, so yeah, what you've got inside is, you can see the ring there and the ring there, and underneath the car, is this going to work? Where are we? We are here somewhere. I do apologise for a blurred picture. Wait, that needs to come up like that. Right, okay, so this is where we're at now. That piece there sticking out at the bottom, just this bit here, this is the second piece of the ring. Now, the camera wants to fall over. Maybe, oh, that's all right. Okay, let's see if we can do it without actually knocking anything over. So now that it's sitting on the pipe, which is perfect, and then what we're going to do is basically I'm going to work that pipe, that in. So now it should be quite free on its bezel, and indeed it is on there actually quite perfectly. So what I'm going to now do, I'll show you a little clip back down the pipe. You can see the ring, you can see the crack. It's about 7 o'clock. the break in the ring, which is there, and it's on there, and it's on there nice and squarely, and the shim, or the ring that we're calling it, is literally running around the collar where the bolt will nip it up. So I'm just going to get a spanner or a socket, and I'll come back and we shall nip that up and see if we can line it up properly. Right, I remember when I took the tail tips off the car, they were an absolute nightmare because they're very corroded, and you've got this the ring that we've talked about, and it's got a serrated edge on it, a bit like a knurled edge. It's designed to grip at the end of the day because you don't want them falling off, not at 500 quid plus a pair. Right, so mine's in there. When they're just in situ, they wiggle about like this because you've got to square them up to the rest of the car. Now I'm going to start to nip mine up. You can probably at the top of the picture just see the nut there, right up there it is. Now, like I say, I've creased in the flanges either side. The nut slid in, but obviously as it's going to tighten, as it's going to get pulled down, it's going to lock, fingers crossed, so that I can get a good fix, and a tight one at that, on the tailpipe itself. So far so good. You'll be able to make out if it starts turning, and if it does, it's pulling the bracket down beautifully. In fact, it's gone tight already. Right, I need to undo it again because you've got to line up your exhaust pipe from the fascia point of view, which I'm going to do now. It should be something like that. As far as I can remember, they kind of almost sit proud at the bottom, just a little bit proud of the bottom of the rear bumper. Right. Okay. And then when I get the other one on, I'll probably, yeah, they're looking quite cool. They are looking, I'm going to twist mine a fraction. There you go, you've got full movement with it, even though it's partially nipped. And we're going to pull it down. The nut hasn't turned, which is beautiful. And there you go. That isn't going anywhere. Okay, and I can give you a view of it from here. Inside, yeah, you can see the pipes well and truly through. And further down in there, it's tricky for you to see, but further down in there you can see the ring. And that ring is what it pivots on until you nip it up nice and tight. So there we go. Tailpipe nice and secure. Now I've got to do the other one. Thanks for watching. I hope that's of some help. Catch you soon. Minor Mechanics Porsche signing off. Bye for now.